Hey, here we are again. Back again from outer space. You guys missed us, right?
I missed us.
You missed us.
So it's the EDC. What is it? I don't even remember what it's called. We did this so long ago. The Everyday Carry Podcast. Everyday Carry Options
where we're at.
Podcast. The whole problem with that was, well, one, neither one of us could remember what the show was called. And the other thing was, like, we couldn't talk about anything else.
No,
So
it was just
let's talk
guns.
about all of the changes that we want to bring, that we're bringing forward into 2019. We're going to change this whole show.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, Alex, why don't you dive in and give them some information? What are we going to do? What do we want to do? What have we been talking about?
We've had a lot of talk. We've had a really eventful. What have we been off for like 6 months or so, haven't we? Because I think it was snowing.
At least that, man.
I think it was last June, right around there. I could probably look at the videos and find out. But
yeah.
And so we've had an eventful thing. We've had some job changes and
that
life.
Was it, right when the job got crazy.
Yep. So life changes, and we just had to slow down a little bit, and we're kind of settled in now. So we're coming back. But one of the things that we were wanting to change a little bit is that we kind of got stuck in this idea of creating a gun show, and that was what we were going to do. And we want to step away from that a little bit. We're probably still going to talk about guns, but I think we're going to direct this more towards lifestyle, and talking about what else we do, what else is important. Diet, exercise, BJJ, the rest of the stuff that comes with being an adult male in this century, and probably stuff that ladies will like too.
Sure.
No, that's not. We're not segregating it that way. But.
I have a chick, a lady, who I can honestly say is going to be a mentor of mine, who's a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu I've met recently. She's one of my main instructors at a gym I'm going to. I would love to have her on this show eventually. She's like, I'm not really good at judging. It doesn't even matter if I'm good at judging this or not. I'm not going to judge a lady's age or her weight ever. Like, not once to their, like, in their presence or, on camera. But she's a little lady, and she is a savage barbarian. She's half my size. Let's say that. She's half my size, and she's younger than I am. And I promise you, she could choke me to death, and it would never be a blip on her radar. I want to have her on this show. She is an amazing lady. I admire her quite a bit. She's awesome. So she'll definitely be, if I can convince her, she'll definitely be on the show.
That's awesome.
So ladies, it's not just going to be a dude show.
No,
this will be all encompassing, right?
Yeah, I think it's more of a, like I said, like a lifestyle. Like there is so much that comes with carrying a firearm. Like, it's not just it. It's everything else that we've got going on as well. So I think there's a lot to talk about. One of the things that we had discussed is that I think it's really important that we have some of these guests that we've had in the past on the show, but actually talk about stuff that's not just guns. So we can get a feel for everyone else and what they do when they're not on the range, and what they do in their spare time, and just get a feel for how they are and what they do and when they're not in front of a gun or behind a gun. I guess better to be behind it than in front of it. Right. One of the things that I want to do is we saw some, we kind of, some of our videos we had that earlier on were a little planned and stiff, and we're going to probably joke around a heck of a lot more. And we're both goofballs. So I think we're going to be goofballs on air. And just, we're going to have fun, because I think that's more important than trying to relay information that probably is already known for the most part. So that's what we got. You got any input for the show changes, man?
Oh, absolutely. I want this show to be free flowing. I want it to be about literally anything. I want it to be able to be about raising kids. I want it to be about I don't really want it to be about mowing lawns, but I want it to be about anything. I want to be able to just have a guest on and say, so Trek, you were just in the deserts of Arizona. Tell us a little bit. Tell us about that trip. Tell us what was going on. Or Freddie Asuna, he was. Check out the shirt I'm wearing.
Green side.
Yeah. Freddie is my tracking mentor and Trek's tracking mentor, as a matter of fact. But I want to know a little bit more about Freddie that might not be tracking related. I want to know about some of the other stuff he's got going on. I've got some other mentors that I'd love to have on the show. And then just other people that we know that are maybe not even the firearms industry, just people that are doing other cool things.
I see.
I want to have on the show.
I see like maybe some financial people and some health and fitness people and kind of just whatever is related to life that's good, I think would be important. We all have connections in different directions, so I think we can bring some of those people on and just talk about, hey, this is what they do, and here's some advice they have, or here's what they do in their spare time, and get to know these different individuals at a different level than what we know them now. I would like to have some of the other podcasters on and to talk about things outside of their podcast with them, that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. I would like to have Nick, Jesse, and Jeff from Practically Tactical. I'd love to have those guys on. I'd like to have Glenn Tate on.
Yeah.
I don't know, 299 Days podcast.
Right.
The book, he's got a Prepper 2.0. I'm not a prepper type of guy, but I like the idea of, hey, you know what, man? There's nothing wrong with having a couple weeks of food supply on hand, just in case there's power outages. I mean, look what kind of weather we're having in Michigan.
Yeah.
We had this type of thing happen in Ohio a few years ago, and people were getting in fist fights over the last bag of ice at gas stations. So, I mean, I think it is important for that kind of talk. Anyway, I'd like to have all kinds of different people on the show, man. I've got a buddy who's a master mechanic, a couple of those guys. I've got a buddy who walks a U.S. Postal Service route. I want to have him on, talk about how does he bundle up for this kind of weather when he's got to walk through this, literally down the sidewalks of Flint. Like, not like Flint, like it's cool to go walking from this restaurant to that restaurant where it's safe for for the Gentiles to go. Like, he's in the places where nobody wants to be when it's dark outside. How do you prepare for that kind of weather? How do you prepare for that kind of weather?
Yeah.
When the sidewalks aren't plowed and shoveled and cleared, whatever.
Yeah.
I was just talk about all that kind of stuff.
I was just thinking about that we were at Meijer the other day. Well, just last night, and we're just grabbing some stuff because we could get snowed in. So we were like, well, we better go grab a little bit of here and there and some water or whatever we needed. Some essentials. And it was busy, and their shelves were legitimately bare. Like the bread aisle was almost non-existent.
Right.
And it was just like, oh, that is just frightening. I don't want to ever have to live through something like that, because I think thered be a lot of viciousness going on. I think the human race would really show its colors when that kind of thing happens. Oh yeah,
I think it could get ugly really quick. Like I said, in Ohio a few years, I think it was 7 or 8 years ago, really, but fist fights over the last bag of ice. Obviously, it was in the summertime when it was hot, but there was no power. Gas was run out of all the gas stations, so nobody had anything for the generators. Everybody's ice was running out of their coolers. Just silly stuff, man. I mean, I want, like you and I have talked about on the phone in the last day or so. We just want to have people on from all different walks, all different experiences. It's again stuff that has nothing to do with the gun world, just cool stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. You had brought up the Joe Rogan podcast and how he kind of just bounces around from just things that he thinks is interesting.
Well, we're not gonna do this though. We're not gonna be like, cool story. So, have you ever done DMT? We're not going to do that because I've never done that, and I don't want to talk about it.
Wow. We're not going to smoke a fatty with the guy who owns Tesla. Come on.
I don't. Not likely. No. I've got some friends that know Joe and have him on their contact list, but I don't want that kind of.
I mean, if Elon Musk wants to come onto our show and light a fat one up, then I mean I'll probably laugh with him. But
no, I'm just kidding. No.
So why did you decide to send a rocket into space, Eli?
Right. Yeah.
Can I get a ride?
That'd be cool.
It would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Hey Bob, what do you do for a living? I'm going on a rocket to Mars.
Hey,
One-way trip.
Right. Have you well, okay, so for the audience, Alex and I had, like, since the last show, I think we've talked a couple of times.
Like 4 times.
So you took a new job. Like, your job got crazy. That's why the show quit. And then you took a different job. And then now I'm on a different shift at work. Completely turned my life upside down. You know,
right.
It was a good move for me, for my family. But it just, I was on second shift for 10 years. I'm on a different shift now. It's like, oh my God.
Right.
So we put the show on hold. Have you taken any classes or started anything new, or
last year was a hard year for us. We've been trying to fire up a company a little bit bigger. My wife owns a company. We've been trying to get it to go a little bit bigger. So we've been kind of putting a lot of energy into that. But it was a hard financial year for us. I didn't get to take any training last year, which kind of sucked. I was kind of disappointed in that. I really wanted to. It just wasn't in the cards. So I'm hoping to change it this year. So I'm still trucking away at college classes, and that's kind of been a very big time suck. So just kind of, that's really what I've been doing. Nothing too crazy besides job switches. So,
okay. Some things that I would like to talk about, later on then, some stuff that I've done. Well, I'd like to talk about, let's see. I took a foundation shotgun class with Track at MBFI, and
I have a shotgun now.
Ooh. So let's do that this year. We'll do that class.
Yeah.
And I took my oldest son, who was just 10 at the time. Let's see. I guess he wasn't just 10. He was 10. I don't know. Crap. Can't remember when it was. He was 10. Went to a 2-day tracking class with Greenside. It was awesome.
I saw some of those pictures. Cool. It looked like it was fun. Yeah.
So I would, we'll talk about that later on, and maybe if we could get Freddie on, that'd be cool to talk about.
Freddie.
That was the second time I've taken that class, and I achieved a pretty cool ranking there. Which, that wasn't the point of the class for me, but it was neat that it
was cool.
It was very cool, and I'm happy about it. I'm not gonna lie, but it's pretty cool. Like, if somebody of Freddie's rank promotes you to something where you look at the other guys that are at that level. Yeah,
right.
It's like, oh man, like, I don't feel like I belong in that at that rank with those guys, but it was.
If you do, you do.
Very humbling. I don't feel like I do, but it was very cool. But more than anything, man, my proudest moments from that class were seeing my son do well. It was so awesome, man. The guys, I'll talk more about this later, but the guys in the class were so awesome. They treated my son like he was an equally important member of our team, our tracking team, and the class. Hey man, what do you think about this? What does this look like to you? And like, they really took him seriously, and he was literally a third of their age, a quarter of their age.
That's cool.
He did so well, and it was just like, yes, it's awesome. Because the first time I took the class, I came home and I was like, you're not going to believe this stuff. Let's go do this drill and this drill and this drill. And they learned so much. And obviously the oldest kid, he just really took to it. But
nice.
It was so fun, man. I would love to have Freddie on to talk about that.
Yeah.
So we'll see if I can line that up.
He's on my list of a class to take. I just don't.
Oh my gosh!
I haven't gotten to it yet. It's something I don't know a lot about. Like, tracking has never been, like, it's in my wheelhouse, but it's never been something I've been like, oh, I want to learn how to do this. It just kind of is there, and and it sounds super interesting. Like I definitely want to try it.
I'm with firearms. Like I teach CPO classes, which is like the lowest level of firearms training, in my opinion, that you can be.
Did you see that post from the MDFI guy? I think it was Josh. I can't think of his last name. What was it? The CPL classes? Yeah, I think so.
I didn't see it, but I know Josh a little bit. I like him. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He said CPL classes are like driver's licenses.
I did see that.
Like driver's licenses are to NASCAR drivers or something like that.
Baja courses.
Baja courses, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's like
such a true statement too.
Yeah, and it was. Trek was like, absolutely, and it's true. I don't think it was Josh Cullen that posted that, but yeah,
I don't know who it was. Though. It's been stolen once or twice and wrapped around, and I think a couple people have posted it. And
but it's true. It is absolutely true. Driver's training, and Baja course is what CPL and whatever they said.
Yeah, it's like driver's licenses to Baja courses. Yeah,
right. It is.
You guys get the gist of what we're trying to say.
Yeah. A CPL class is a glorified safety lesson, and you're not ready to carry a gun in public yet.
Yeah, right.
If that's like your highest level of training, that's just how it is. What was I going to say about that? I can't remember. But shucks, I don't know. I'm taking what is that? Dark Angel Medical.
Yeah.
I think it's called Dart 2. I took Dark Angel. Dark Angel. Yeah, I took that. I took the Dart 1 class in 2017, and they're doing this class at MDFI's Northern Woods.
The Northwoods Training Facility.
Northwoods Training Facility. I always call it North. I call it the wrong name all the time. I'm one of the founding members.
You're a founding member of that, aren't you?
I am, but I can never remember the name. Like I just. Truck's Place, been there.
The place behind Truck's Place.
Yeah, got it.
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome. Hey, are you going to the? You gonna go to the barbecue this year?
Yes, I'm already signed up. I already taking time off of work. I'll be there. I'm not gonna bring. I might bring stuff for trade. I'm not bringing stuff from Southpaw Nuts.
No,
I'm not gonna do that. I'm just going to be there to have fun, smoke pipes, smoke cigars, have drinks, do fist bumps, high fives, and have fun. I'm just there for fun. I don't want to do anything other than fun.
Just fun. I had a blast there last year. My dad went and we had an
awesome time. It was cool meeting him, man. Yeah. It was very cool to meet him. I like that.
Yeah, Dad's cool. He's a neat guy. Always fun getting out, doing stuff with him.
He is. Let's see. Andrew, my oldest boy, is he's 10 now, but I think when he turns whatever the minimum age is, I'm going to sign him up. I'm going to at least throw him in the running for the MDFI.
The scholarship?
Or the
youth program or whatever it is?
Yep, I am.
That's cool.
Whatever the minimum age is, like that, I'm telling you what, man. Like 2 years ago, he started shooting all my Glock handguns.
Yeah.
My ARs. He can shoot a 12 gauge already. He shoots a 20 gauge like, a stud. He's going to be starting a youth rimfire program at the local club.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'd like to get him going.
Nice.
He's just, he loves all the aspects of shooting. So
that's cool. It's good for him. We got BB guns for the kids here, and we've been getting ready to. They're all starting to kind of get old enough that we can get them out and like, all right, let's start teaching some fundamentals and teaching some lessons and safety fingers and that kind of stuff. So my daughter got a pink one and my son got a camo one. So they're all excited about it. But I don't know what my daughter thinks the pink one quite yet. She's sort of like, pink? Dad, what do you mean?
Right. Dad, why didn't I get a camo one?
Yeah, right. The deer will see it if it's pink, right? It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
She's a smart kid.
Yeah. She definitely is.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Anything else?
Talk to Jeff lately? Bluebin?
Bluebin, I did. Okay, so let's see. Today would have been all right. So we have terrible weather here in Michigan right now. It would have been the third Monday for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class. And they had to cancel the class. Justin Nazaroff from Phoenix Ammo out in Millville, Michigan. He is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's out of the Warrior Way school in, I'm kind of guessing, I think it's Walled Lake, Michigan. I can't remember.
Walled Lake or like Farmington Hills or right around
there.
It's
a ways away from where I'm at in Fenton, is all I can recall. But I met him very, very briefly in a class group, 3 weeks ago, or whatever it was. But he came out to Flint and ran a class as a lead instructor. The school I've joined up with is like a sister school. Like their purple belts are promoted from the Warrior Way school.
Very cool.
And no, I've really been enjoying it, man. I've been doing 2 days a week. I had a friend of mine Friday night come out, and he's done some MMA matches. He's done some cage fighting. He was a wrestling coach. He's a Marine. He came out as a buddy of mine as a guest. Free class. Your first class is free. And he mopped the mat with my face a bunch of times. His name's Manny Cervantes. Super awesome dude, but he's like Manny is like 500% or asleep. He's an awesome dude. He's my brother. I love him. And again, he's my brother, but he broke me in half. He did, man. I was like, oh, bro, you gotta chill out. You're killing me. Like, I gotta go to work right after this, man. I'm going home and in the shower, cry for 5 minutes, and then I'm getting dressed and going to work. I don't know how I got off on that tangent, but it's awesome. I love that gym. The people there are super cool. Like, it's not a bunch of flashy Hollywoody stuff. We're focused on what will work in real life. If you have to use this stuff in self-defense, some of this stuff I think they use it for, like, hey, these are points if you're gonna do I'm not endorsing
a little competition. Yeah.
And I was telling them, like, hey, listen, I'm new, and my extent of any combat sport is football, and that was 20 years ago when I was in high school. Like, that's how old I am. And any fist fight I've been in fist fights. I've never been in a wrestling match or anything. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what my goal. Like, I don't even know what the goal is. Like, when you're starting out, like, on the ground, and I'm moving around, and I stop, and I look at the guy, and I just sit up on my knees. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I don't even know how hard we're supposed to be going. Like, I'm so new to this that I don't know anything. So I was talking again. I'm going back to Jeff Bluevman. I was telling him I don't know anything about this, and he said, his advice was talk to whoever's in charge and just go off of play off of them. And it's whatever their way is, you got to go that route. Yeah. And if you don't like that route, you got to go to a different gym. But I really dig what they're doing. They have some ladies there, which I think is very cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
They're really.
It's always fun getting your ass beat by a lady.
Oh yeah. Like I said, that the purple belt. I think her name's Kelly. She's super cool. But there's no mercy out there. She will choke you out in front of your kids. I saw her when I went out, before I had to go to work one night. I went out there and I just checked out I was watching everybody roll, and she was trying to get her hooks in on this dude. He was on his knees, covering up his head like this, elbows on the mat, and she was like, couldn't get in there. And she was like, I'm not kidding you. She grabbed him like under the armpits on his gi, and she perched up on him like a monkey jumping up on a coconut. She put her feet on his hips. I'm not kidding you, bro. And sunk an arm right under his chin. Pulled him back. I was like, Oh my god, she's
Like
a savage. She's a barbarian, bro. Like she's a savage. I went to work and I was telling all my buddies, like, I'm gonna get killed by her. This is awesome. So they're all like, all my friends at work they're cool dudes, but they're like, they're not coming to this class. We're living vicariously through you. Tell us everything about it. So it's been fun. But everybody I've rolled with has been awesome, except my friend Manny, who again, my brother. I love him. Tried to kill me. He tried to kill me.
Yeah.
I messaged him the next day, and he messaged me, and we were like, I hate your guts so much right now. Everything. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, it doesn't show up on camera really well. We're starting our first free roll after drilling, the 2 or 3 moves they showed us. Thumb right in the eyeball. Oh my god! Oh, son of a you bastard! What the hell was that? He's like, oh, I felt that. That was deep. That was like stuck in knuckle, So people can ask me, like, what's wrong with your eye, dude? Like,
I stuck the knuckle.
I stuck the knuckle into my eyeball, man. So, the next day I messaged him, like, I'm sore from my eye socket to my ankles, bro. But, awesome. It was, we had a good time. He beat the crap out of me.
That's great.
So, dude, he even gripped me up so hard. Dude, you have vice grips for hands. Stop it. You're killing me.
Be nice. Nice to me.
I didn't realize how easy it was to hurt me. I thought I kind of felt like it was kind of tough. And
right.
I'm glad it was one of my best friends that showed me how much like a little baby girl I am.
Right.
But it was like, God dang, that was a huge awakening. He was like a whirlwind.
Yeah,
man. But everybody else was cool except for Manny.
Except for your bro.
You know what though?
Going knuckle deep in your eyeball.
He messaged me today and he was like, I woke up today and I cursed your name. He's like, I'm still sore a couple of times. We were rolling. He's like, I didn't know what else to do. I had him in a guillotine. I was just squeezing the shit out of his head, And he was flip-flopping around trying to get out of it. I just had a death grip on his face.
Stop resisting, sir. Stop resisting.
Exactly. Well, you know what? We should have him on the show too because he's a Marine.
Yeah.
He was a firefighter, and he was also a Flint police officer.
Oh, wow.
He's got a lot of perspective.
He knows his stuff. That's a quite a lineup of.
He's got a big resume, and then he, MMA, cage fighting, and he walked into my gym, or not my gym, the gym I'm a member at, and one of the guy that was the lead instructor that day goes, "Oh, Manny!" He knew him right away from cage fighting. I was like, he's like, "Hey, bro, I told you it was going to be kind of a lighter day, but you're rolling with Manny." He's like, "You're totally
sorry."
Screwed. He's like, "You're screwed. Manny's old school. You're dead." That's what he told me.
Oh man!
It's like, oh my god.
I was pretty excited a couple of years ago when I first started working one of my printing jobs. My boss's last name was Severin.
Dan Severin's family?
Yeah. So
oh my God.
Rod Severin was my boss, who's Dan's brother. So I'm like looking at him. I'm like, Severin.
You mean Dan the Beast?
The Beast.
He's from Saginaw.
And he goes, I get that a lot. That's my brother. I was like, oh, can I meet your brother, please? Autograph.
Well, he used to come out to some of the local MMA gyms here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
He's from Saginaw. I never met him, but he's from Saginaw. One of the guys I work with, or used to work with, he retired a few years back. He went to high school with Dan.
Yeah.
He's an older dude now. He's in his early 60s.
Shoot, the Beast is getting old. I mean, that's got to be.
That's what I mean. He's in his early 60s now.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot. Think about it, dude. You're younger
He
than
was
I
like,
am, but
he was in like Cage Fight 1, you know, MMA 1.
yeah, he was in
You
the
know,
first
they're on
10
like
for sure.
105 or something now or something. I don't know what the.
Well, yeah, they're in like UFC. They're in like
Yeah,
the
they're-
high 200s, I think, or maybe
Yeah.
threes. I don't recall. I don't watch it anymore.
yeah,
But,
I don't either. I watch
yeah,
it when there's a special event on or something like that.
I just listen to Joe Rogan talk about it later.
Yeah, that's it too. Just listen to Joe Rogan talk to. He gets a pretty good grasp on it.
Well, he should.
I think the last fight I watched was the oh man, the boxing fight that was super famous there for a minute from last year. That was
Oh, the Conor McGregor and
yeah, Gregor and
Mayweather.
I watched that fight.
I didn't see that.
You know, I was impressed for McGregor not being a boxer. Like he held his own pretty darn good, but he just winded right out. And which is, I mean, if you have a UFC fight, you're doing what, 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds, maybe 3 rounds, I think at max. Yeah. And he got into like 6 rounds of boxing, and he was like, nah, he just couldn't even keep his hands up at that point, you know. But it was good. It was a good fight.
I didn't see it, but yeah, I heard all the.
Watch the highlights.
Yeah, that was kind of it.
Watch the highlights. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did some Krav Maga a couple years ago. And that was, you know, they did like 2-part classes. And so you could get the first part and it was all pad work. So it was just like, okay, you know, hit the pad. Lots of repetition, which was good. I don't mind that. It gets your form down pretty well. And then like the last half an hour was a lot of more contact. You know, they kind of got into like, okay, but Krav Maga, or at least the part that I learned of it, because I didn't do it very long, it's all striking. So there was not a lot of like grapple at all. So you really couldn't do a lot of what you're learning because you would probably really hurt somebody. You know, you're taking elbows to the face at full throttle, you know, and that's just, you know, I liked it. It was fun, but I saw the use of it. It's very fast. It's very devastating. It's very up close and personal. But that's really all it's good for. I always wanted to do that again and then take some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and try to kind of like mix the two up a little bit. I think would be kind of neat to see how well they went together, you know?
Yeah, I think it'd be good. Anytime you can mix some kind of standing fighting with something that is primarily ground-based. Like, nobody wants to fight a dude that can box and wrestle.
Right.
Like, not me. I'm lacing up my defensive Nikes and I'm running away as fast as I can. Like
Nike defense.
I got nothing to prove, and my ego is not worth it. You know.
I got awesome ninja dust, bro.
Oh my god! I got that pocket sand from from Ike.
Yeah.
Ike at Big Tex Outdoors. Plug for Ike. BigTexOutdoors.com. Pocket sand. Yeah.
Buy some. Throw it in their eyes.
Right.
Run.
Yeah, I do everything I can to avoid that crap now. To the point where
I'm not.
I won't even have a conversation about things anymore with people that are like even remotely controversial, let alone highly controversial. Like Coke versus Pepsi, forget it. I don't want to talk about it.
Coke versus Pepsi.
Right?
9:45.
Let alone anything political. Yeah. 9 versus 45. So if you're listening to this show now, eventually I want to do a show. I told Alex this. I want to do a show. We're going to name it. Like the title will be 9 versus 40, the showdown. But we're not going to talk about guns the entire time until the end when I say, so you've just been trolled. We're not going to talk about 9 versus 40.
I love it.
Which I think will be hilarious.
I think it'd be great. What we got to do though, we got to do that show and have everybody big that we possibly can have on that show.
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome.
Get like Blueprint and Track, and just like every gun person you can think of, and just be at the end of it, be like,
you know? I carry 9. No one carries a 40.
No.
Later or whatever. I don't know.
Peace.
At the end, be like, oh, we're supposed to talk about guns. Catch us next time.
Catch us next
Oh,
time.
yeah, by the way, we're going to change the name of the show, too. So it won't be whatever
Right.
the name we can't even remember the show's called. Everyday Carry Options Podcast, I think it is.
Yeah, EDC
But I
options.
can't. It's like a mouthful. It's stupid. I mean, I liked it at the time, but we're new to this game, and it's dumb. Sorry.
I think we should just call it opinions.
I
Nine
think
opinions.
we should just call it Everyday Life and be done with it. We'll figure out the name like when we figure it out, and we're not in a hurry to do anything. We're not going to make any changes anytime soon, other than the format of the show, as you can tell, because we're not talking about guns right now.
Right. I got a new shotgun. I got a shotgun.
What'd you get?
Stoker 300, 3000.
I don't know. What is that?
It's a semi-automatic. It's a turkey gun.
Oh, cool.
But it's cool. I like it.
How long is the barrel?
It's a full length. I'm not a shotgun guy. I have no idea. It's about yay large.
It's about like this. How far can my screen go? It's like that. Really? So it's okay. Cool.
It's gonna need a shorter barrel if I do tap.
I'll tell you what. If you want to take a shotgun class, and yeah, I think you should. I'll bring one of mine.
Yeah. That sounds pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah, that one's gonna get chopped up. I got plans for it. I just don't have the funding yet.
Yeah. I've got a few. I learned something. I've taken a few different shotgun classes from a couple of different schools, and what I learned at this last one, which was Trex, is length of pull is extraordinarily important.
Length of what?
Length of pull. So how long is the stock?
Yeah.
The butt stock. And it's like, you wouldn't think that an inch or 2 or 3 inches is a huge deal. But if you're using a gun throughout the entire day in a class, like, well, cool. It's long it's a little too long for the whole day class. Does that translate into too long for using that gun in self-defense? It absolutely does. It does.
Oh, yeah.
I can promise you that.
Oh, yeah.
Can you still get the job done with it? You sure can.
Yeah.
But gravity, leverage, those things all come into play.
Yep, absolutely.
So,
makes sense.
I'm going to keep that gun because I still really like it, and I might modify it. I'm going to buy a different gun. I'm going to buy one, the Beretta 1301 tactical guns.
Nice.
And I'm going to modify that up a little bit. One of the guys, Andrew Sign.
Yeah.
Andrew Sign. He's I love that dude. He's such a cool guy.
He liked our post, so is he watching?
Yeah.
Come on,
such
Andrew.
a cool guy. I've been in a few classes with him at MDFI, and he's really knowledgeable. He knows a lot of stuff about the add-ons of this make, this model. He's very knowledgeable. He seems to be very knowledgeable across the board on handguns, rifles, everything, shotguns. He sent me a full list of all the modifications he did to his, and he's just been really helpful.
Yeah.
I like that dude a lot. He's super cool. But he had one in class, and I wasn't having trouble with my gun, but I was just like, I was just feeling what was out of whack from my stature. I'm not a little guy, but I'm not a big guy by any means.
Right.
But man, that thing just seemed to fit my size so much better. And it's a little on the expensive side, but once you take a shotgun class and you realize how versatile a shotgun is, it's just like you can have every AR there is in the world for every job there is, but a shotgun can do everything there is, from hunting birds, hunting rabbits and squirrels, to taking a deer at 100 yards, or shooting a bear, or whatever.
Can do it all.
Or using it for self-defense.
Yep.
Man, it's such a cool tool to have in your repertoire if you know how to use it properly.
Your arsenal of things.
Yeah, but like one of the most one of the coolest things that I learned was in trucks class that I did not learn at the other school I went to. I took a 2-day class at another school out of state, and I probably shot close to 700 shells in 2 days.
Oh,
maybe more. I don't recall.
How's your shoulder
at
today?
the end of the first day, I took my shirt off, and I was like, it was black and blue and yellow, and it was already starting to like scale up, like starting to like it was starting to flake. You know, it was nasty. I was beat to crap.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day too, I was just every shot just was, it hurt.
Yeah.
But the way track teaches a class,
I'd start cringing at the end of it.
You do, and you start throwing shots. You start throwing shots. But when you learn shotgun with track, he teaches you recoil mitigation. It's like the first thing he teaches you. You learn load selection and you learn recoil mitigation. That's it, like right away. So at the end of the day, I think I shot. I'm guessing because I don't recall. Maybe 300 shells.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, the next day, if you had told me, hey, you shot a shotgun class yesterday, I'd have said, there's no way in the world I did.
Yeah.
Because he teaches you how to mitigate that recoil. And it seems like, well, there's some kind of magic there. And there's not. It's a technique, and it is, once you learn it, and you take it with you for the rest of your life. You can teach it to anyone. I won't tell you now. You take the class, you learn it, because it is worth
it's worth the class.
It is worth the price of admission to the class. It really is. And then everything on top of it that you learn, it's just a great class, man. Like I will take, if you sign up for the class, I will take it with you. You just tell me, and I'll take it with you.
I'll add it to my thing.
I might even take my son to it. But
very cool. Yeah, it's on my list.
Great class.
I was thinking about what I was going to do this coming year. I want to take the next pistol class. I took carbine 2 years ago.
Okay.
So I got to do. I want to do another pistol class, and then the shotgun class is on my records. Maybe I'll just do the shotgun first.
Well, tell me what you're going to sign up for, and I'll take them with you.
All right, that sounds good.
Be cool.
So you doing anything for fitness besides the BJJ?
Oh well, I'm drinking clear liquids. I'm really not. I'm kind of watching what I'm eating. I'm not being a stickler about it. I'm drinking plenty of water. I'm eating somewhat okay. I don't eat. I never eat fast food anyway.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is probably don't drink as much water as I should. I drink more coffee than I need to, and
coffee.
Probably drink a little more alcohol than I should. Shoot me.
Nah.
Right? I mean,
I've been going to the gym again.
Yeah.
That's been exciting. Broke some personal records, which are kind of cool.
Nice. Let's hear it. Let's hear those records. What are they?
Oh man, they're bad.
No, I want to know.
So all right. So I've never really been a runner, like by any means of the word. And I actually broke the 2 mile mark of actually running for 2 miles solid, which was one of my big goals, because I am not a runner. I hate running. I'm horrible at it. I'm not fast by any means, but I actually hit a 2 mile mark and was like, oh my word, I just ran 2 miles and was like, oh, that's awesome, I could probably run a little bit more actually. I got in a groove and it felt pretty good.
That's awesome. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, it was nice. It's kind of cool. I know it's not very an awesome record, but
no. I mean, anytime you push yourself and break new barriers and get into new ground, that's awesome. Yeah. And it's awesome.
It's felt pretty good to get in a pattern, a bit of a routine going to work out, like lifting weights and stuff. I've found a program, and I've been lifting according to the program, and that's been pretty cool. I've been on a diet for a while. I'm down 25 pounds now since the new year, because I did the New Year's resolution thing, and so I've been doing that. But it was I don't have I go to the gym at about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, because that's when I can fit it in. And there's not a whole lot of people there. There's 4 of us or something at this gym. Right. And I've always been fairly strong with my legs. So I noticed. With a 2 mile running. Yeah, right. So I was on the the leg press, and I was just seeing how much I could max out at, just like, all right, I'm going to throw some more on there and max it out, throw some more on there. And I wasn't like going for broke. And in the gym that I go to, they don't have the big presses. They just have the single bar presses. So I basically filled the bar and was able to get it up a couple times. And I looked over and there's a guy lifting, and he's got one weight and his headphones in, and he's looking at me with this face. He's just like, wait, and I'm just like, what? He just kind of like shakes his head, goes back to lift. It wasn't that much, man, but that was kind of fun. Just there's interesting things. You go to a gym that long and you just see just weird stuff and people doing just strange things. Like you see some of those Facebook posts and the videos of people doing weird stuff at gyms, and it's like, no, you go to a big public gym. They do weird stuff.
Right.
Judgment-free zone. That's at the gym. That's not my house.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
not that I would judge anybody going to the gym. I may judge your technique or possibly your wardrobe outfit.
I need to get back into the gym. There's no doubt about it. We have a gym at work. I used to go to that.
Nice.
I used to go to that all the time. And there's no excuse in the world for me not to be going now. So
right.
I need to get back.
Free gym is nice.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And when I was doing a what do they call it? Strong Lift 5x5.
Mm-hmm.
It's an app you can download on your phone, at least on iPhone. I don't know about Androids. I'm sure you can. And it's literally 5 exercises. And you do 5 sets, 5 reps, 5 sets. And it's like deadlifts, bench press, squats, military press, and bent over rows. So you do 3 exercises every other day, I think it is, right?
Yeah. It sounds about right.
Dude, you start out with an empty bar for bench press, so it's a 45-pound bar, a 45-pound bar, empty bar for squats, an empty bar for everything except the deadlift. You have to have a 45-pound weight on each side for a deadlift, so you're doing it at the proper height. That's it.
Yep.
And man, I'll tell you what, you start out with nothing and you feel like a dipstick. You do.
Yeah.
But it's so you get your muscles and all the support muscles and all the tendons and ligaments used to the movements. And then you're not jumping into weight so quickly that you injure yourself. So your muscles and everything's getting used to it. And you slowly build, and you get stronger and stronger and stronger. It's 5 pounds every other day you're adding on to every exercise.
Oh, wow.
And, before I knew it, man, I was almost jumping off the ground with 135 pounds on my shoulders. And then I was doing like 225 squats, and I was deadlifting 305 and benching whatever, I don't think with that program, I don't think I ever reached over 135 for the sets, but you put 225 on there and you're like holy crap, I'm not
banging them out.
I don't feel that strong. Like I definitely don't look that strong, but it was like, holy cow, it was amazing. So, I mean, I think, when I get back to it, that's what I'm going to do.
Go back to that.
Yeah, Strong Lift 5x5s. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. You feel like a ding dong when you're like, I have this 45-pound bar and I've got a 2.5-pound weight on each side. I'm doing my squats. You've got to be pretty confident with who you are and what you're
confident with your
capable of.
masculinity in a bar.
You do. Just to say, hey man, I'm warming up. I'm getting back into this. I've done this before.
Right.
Or I've never done this before, and you know what? I'm doing this right because I'm going to be here tomorrow, or I'm going to be here the day after tomorrow, and I'm going to be the day, 3 days after, and on and on and on. I'm going to do this slow and steady, and that one's the race. You jump head first into something. That's how you break your neck.
Yeah, you hurt yourself doing stuff like that.
Again. So,
I don't remember the name of the program I followed. It was something I just I found it on Men's Health or something like that. It was just a nice, very gradual, okay, this week, and it was a nice mix, which I liked. It wasn't just like, okay, we're gonna do arms and then we're gonna do back and we're gonna do legs. Like it was, you did a little bit of everything each, and then they added reps and they added different exercises each one, and I thought that was kind of cool. I liked the way it felt good. It was a nice gradual bump up like that, which is cool. So, and then adding the cardio is, I run
that's
one way or another.
You don't realize how bad your cardio is until you start rolling around and around someone who's fighting back with you.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Like,
you know, every time I see a Shiv Works video, like those guys in the car with full gear trying to get a gun away from somebody else, that just blows my mind. Like I'm like, I want to do that so bad, but I would lose. I'm gonna be out of breath, huffing and puffing, just trying to like, no. Nope,
dying. I'm gonna die a slow death every time. I know it. I know it. That's one of the things that the people that own my gym were talking about. Like, hey, we want to get some firearms instruction in here. We want to get some like knife defense stuff in here. It's like, I don't know. Like, say Craig Douglas, for instance. I've never spoken to him.
Yeah, I don't know
in person or on social media, but I have a
He's
friend
a cool
who's friends
dude.
with him.
Yeah,
I hear that. He seems like a cool guy, and I have a friend who's friends with him, in Jeff Bluvman. So maybe I can.
Yeah,
hey,
they're both.
You want to come to Flint? If we can get enough people, and I would love to have him. And
be cool. That might be a class I would try to go. Because, like I said,
I would definitely be at that class.
I'll be the fat guy in the corner.
I'll be right with you. I'll be the skinny fat guy next to you. I can't breathe. I think Craig just stuck that plastic knife in my jugular vein under my jawbone.
I had the gun for a second.
Yeah, dead and dying. I want to get Ed Calderon. If you don't know who Ed Calderon is, check out Ed's Manifesto on Instagram. He is the real deal.
Dude, I don't even
real deal, folks.
I can't even talk about him because I'd be starstruck if he was on the show. I'd just be like, it's Ed.
Ed.
I don't even know what to say, man.
I want to say Ed grew up in Tijuana. I might be wrong. He might have been Baja, but I think it was Tijuana. I'm not going to go into his whole bio, but he is
VA, man.
He's like, dude, how do you even describe?
I don't know.
Ed.
You got to follow his Facebook and Instagram stuff, his Instagram pages, I think.
He's like what you would think of as like a modern. You can't even say it's. Dude, how do you describe him? Like,
he's a
Mexican James Bond.
Mexican James Bond.
And like, he like the most obscure tools.
Oh, that's it. That's what
is. Mexican James Bond MacGyver.
Mexican James Bond.
Right?
MacGyver.
Mixed with Skeletor.
He's not going to be on the show now. We just called him
Mexican
James Bond.
All right. First of all, I talked to Ed. We're friends. Like, we're not like friends. We're like, we talk on Instagram. He's a cool guy. We really like Ed. He knows I want to be a student when he is able to come to this area. I have accepted a challenge of his, which I still don't know what it is yet, but I'm probably going to die or close to it.
You'll have to figure out how to get out of plastic handcuffs with your shoelaces first.
I already figured that out. We're good. But, oh, dude, I just really want to get.
I know I want to do this class.
And we have a friend who's talking about bringing him, so that's cool.
I was so excited about that. That we caught wind of that at the bonfire, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
oh my god, Ed Calderon's gonna come here.
I know.
I can't wait to almost die. This is gonna be great.
Almost die in zip cuffs.
Well, he's gonna come out here and I think he'll be brought out here to teach a knifeology class.
Yeah,
I want to take that.
Yeah, I'll be all over that.
And then,
I don't care what class he teaches. Like I said, I'll probably just be in the back, dumbfounded when I'm even.
I know. I also want to take one of his counter custody classes.
Yes,
which is exactly what it sounds like. You're trying to escape after you've been kidnapped. It is not. It's not a class that you take that is.
It's not for the faint of heart.
It's not for the faint of heart. You are going to experience pain.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those videos, and I've been like
you're good. Like, I think that he probably has a lot of people that tap out.
Oh, I would. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I want to, but I think I would tap. I think I would have a hard time with it because it just seems like
I would love very much to say that I won't, but
let's face it.
Let's face the facts.
We're all white guys.
I'm a soft Westerner. I'm a big baby. I don't know what suffering is. I need.
Oh no, you keep rolling in BJJ. And
I was gonna say, if I keep rolling with Manny Cervantes and he keeps beating the crap out of me, I'll probably be like, "This is nothing." You know, I'm just kidding. It'll kill me. He'll probably stab me himself.
Right. That or the lady that was what was it, a monkey on a coconut? You know. What did you said it earlier? You were talking about your lady instructor.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She climbed up on him like a monkey on a coconut, wrapped his hands around,
just perched on it. I was like,
perched on him
oh my god! She did. She perched on it like a monkey on a coconut. That was the dumbest explanation I've ever given.
No, but it makes all the sense in the world.
Does. Like you can visualize that. She just put the balls of her feet on his hip socket, like on his hips, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna die here. This is the place for me to be. I know it. It felt like it was ordained by God. You know, I was like, oh, this is amazing.
I love this place.
Yeah, I love it. Dude, I went back and I took the class with my first class was with Justin Mazeroff. And it was before they put their new mat system in. Like, they moved from one location to another, which is where they're at now, is a lot bigger. It's awesome. But the rolling floor is huge in comparison to a lot of the gyms they go to, which are narrow and really long. Well, this is like wide and long. Well, they had like, you go to Home Depot and you get those like really thin mats and they like lock in like a puzzle and they look like diamond plate. Well, that's what they had at the time. Like, hey, we have to have something. You know?
Yeah, we can't just have a cement floor.
Right. So they had that, and we were working on sweeps. So you're standing up, you're getting knocked on your ass, landing on your right or your left hip for, I don't know, it seemed like 45 minutes or an hour, so half hour each side, just getting the living shit. Like, this was my first class, and I've got a bad, L5, like a screwed up low back. And I'm just getting smash, 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 bang, 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 bang. I'm just getting the crap beat out of me. I was sore. I was so damn sore that I was stretching for like an hour and a half the next day just so I'd go to work.
Trying to
work it out. Yeah, it was terrible. But, you work through crap like that.
Yeah, that's how it works. You keep on chugging. I've had a few. I took a keto last 2 semesters ago, which isn't. A keto is strange. Like, if I learned anything in a keto, I learned how to take a roll, like take a fall, and be able to roll out of that fall and pop back up on the other side. And I thought that was pretty cool.
That is cool, but I'm so new that I haven't learned. What do they call that? Break fall. I haven't learned break falling.
Yeah,
I haven't learned break falling yet. So I'm just getting slammed.
Right. There's no breaking. There's a lot of falling.
There's a lot of falling hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Full force, having great times.
Yeah, we had most of the Aikido is a lot of that. It's very, very purposeful, and there's a lot of give and take. So your partner that you're working with is almost helping the move along, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so it's very symbiotic in a way. If you start pulling, you're supposed to kind of push with the pull. But you learn to fall. Like a lot of the break falls, we did a lot of break fall stuff. And it was pretty cool. But yeah, it was neat taking that class. It was very slow, very purposeful. You learned a lot of neat things. Just like that taught me a lot about how to fall, which was nice, but it also taught a lot of balance, like moving inside and how to move away, and then how to force other people to move with you or against you or away from you in a manner. Like, what do you do if we want somebody to go this direction? What's the first thing you do? If you sidestep and sweep and then pull their arm as they come towards you, it knocks them off balance and they end up going farther forward than you think they should. So that was kind of cool learning that kind of stuff, but it was very purposeful as far as the teaching went for it, which is neat. It was fun. I had a good time. It was a blast. It wasn't getting choked out, but it was still pretty fun, pretty entertaining.
Yeah, when you're getting like smashed, it's disconcerting.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sure.
Well, isn't this wonderful? But I guess from what I understand so far, I never wrestled, I never boxed, I never, nothing. So
yeah.
my understanding is just like, try not to get killed.
Yeah, try not to die.
Yeah, try not to get killed. You're going to get your face smashed for months at a time. You just have to get past that. And it's learning as you go, especially if you've never wrestled or done any other martial arts. It just takes time to figure out what you're going to, how this works. And I think it's more than anything, I think it's a test of your ego. Can you just get past coming in and getting smashed all the time?
Right.
And can you learn from it? And if you're not learning from it, then what are you doing here? I think that's what it is, and that's what it seems like to me.
Yeah. So you got to learn.
That's what I'm there for. Is I don't want to get killed, right? When I'm going to die. As I'm learning this, I don't want to be going, full on. Because you just don't learn. Like you just. I can't learn that way until I, basic stuff.
Yeah.
Once I learn the basics, then I understand that things are going to be harder. But
well, it's like the smooth is fast and fast is, what is this?
Yeah.
Smooth is fast and fast.
Slow is smooth is fast.
There we go. And I agree with that to an extent. I think that's important when you're learning.
Yeah.
But then there's a point when you've learned, and it's understanding that slow is slow and fast is fast. And,
right.
But there's a learning speed, and that's important too.
Right. There is definitely a learning speed. And right now I'm in neutral, and I'm just hoping that I'm on a downward slope and someone gives me a push.
Push me over.
That's how it feels. That's how it feels. I've been fortunate. I've had a couple of good rolling partners that have been like, all right, so bro, you just see where you're at right now? That's great. Do this. And, I've had a couple of really good partners that have helped me. Like even, my buddy Manny too. It was like I was busting his balls before, but he's a great dude and he's helping me out a lot. Like, okay, so where we're at right now, this blah blah blah. Like I don't know what I'm doing, but
you turn this way or you pivot my arm this way.
Yes, exactly. Lace this arm through and grab that and blah blah.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Tuck this up in here and
grab this, twist that.
Did you see the comment on the main page?
No, I'm just staring at your face.
Oh man,
what's it say?
Here, I'll post it just a second because it's for you. No, you have the comment page open?
I don't. I don't know how to do that.
Top left hand corner, there's a little comment icon.
Who posted that?
I have no idea. It's a blank face. It says AK.
Rough you up like a monkey. God, how rude of you. I'm just kidding. You know what? Thanks for watching the show. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the comment. Thank you for taking the time to come up with something funny to say. That's fantastic. And I appreciate you sitting through this silliness with us. Because this is what I think our show is going to turn into.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's just having fun talking about different stuff,
Yeah, I think we're going to do that. We're going to bring people on and do the same thing. Just have fun talking about stuff, exactly. Having a blast.
That's it.
Well,
let's move.
I think we can wrap it. because I gotta get up in the morning. I got some chores I gotta go do, and I gotta get back to shoveling parts for Boss Plows for the day.
Cool.
So, oh, I saw some broken stuff today. Ooh.
Oh, I bet you did. It's sickening out there. I'm so thankful I have a great snowblower. I can't remember what it is, but it is badass.
So I'll do that. I'll do the same thing I do with all my customers. What color is it?
Red.
So it's a Honda or a Toro?
Toro.
Hey, yeah,
Toro.
that is a good snowblower.
Dude, this thing cost a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome. It was awesome. When I got it last year, it was like when I got it last year, it was the top of the line they had. And
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It is so nice, dude.
Ooh, does it have the tank tracks or is it tired?
Tires. I wanted tires.
Yeah. Tank tracks are pretty cool. They're hard to steer though.
See, that's what the thing is. I told the guy, I drew my driveway. I've got this U, and then I've got this hill down. He's like, yo, you don't want those tank tracks. All the turns you're gonna have.
No, the turns are bad.
Yeah,
get tires.
So, oh god, the thing is so. I didn't know you could have heated handles on your snowboard.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool.
Oh my.
I mean, hot, whatever. It is awesome. And that thing throws snow.
Oh, yeah.
So far. My kids go outside and they just want me to like shoot the snow at them.
Yeah,
it's so fun. They're having fun running and I'm shooting snow at them. They're having a blast. They love it. It's awesome. I had a great time.
It's a good time.
This is the first time all year though that I've used it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a snowblower, but I have 4-wheel drive trucks.
Mm-hmm.
So I just I just drive over it.
I have a 4-wheel drive Tahoe, but my wife drives a town and country van.
Yeah, I get stuck in this. We both have. So I have a Yukon. My wife has a Yukon, and I have a GMC Nissan Xterra.
Okay,
both of them 4-wheel drive. And like last year, I mean, we didn't get a whole lot of snow last year, but I don't think I shoveled once. I shoveled the walkway and was like, nah.
Dude, we had stupid snow when we went to Grand Rapids. You remember that?
On the way?
Yeah.
That was a crazy day.
That was horrible.
That was a crazy day. We had fun. I mean, we had a good time. I found those pictures the other day. I sent you that one.
Yeah,
that one
you
image.
did. You did.
with you sticking your head in the drill press or the mill.
In the mill.
You're all like,
what is
that?
Is that working?
What is
cool.
this?
This
is
cool.
button do?
That was awesome. That was.
I forgot about that. I hadn't pulled the GoPro out since we filmed that. I was like,
oh look, those guys got so busy with their actual real jobs they had to shut down their.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was bummed out by that too.
Yeah.
I've talked to
Aaron.
Yeah, talked to him once or twice since then.
Aaron's a good dude, man. I lost touch with Will a little bit.
Yeah.
I really like both those guys a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, they're great guys.
Both of those guys are awesome guys.
They're great guys. Yep. I had no.
Yeah, it was cool to have.
No complaints from them.
Have us out.
Yeah, that was awesome. I had a bit of a good time out there, minus the crazy snow.
Oh, jeez.
So, well, yeah. So everybody keep on tuned. You'll probably see some videos of us. I think we might do some independent stuff, live stuff. Maybe some gym shots or something. I don't know. Just we're gonna be doing some crazy things. Let's see what happens. It'll be fun. We should do some after BJJ class video.
I'll do it. Yeah, I will.
5 seconds of look, I got my ass kicked.
That's pretty much what every one of them feels like.
You're just
here's what it I just feel like I can say, well, I'm harder to kill today than I was when I got here. But I'm still pretty easy to kill. I'm still pretty easy to kill.
I'm just a little harder than I was last time.
Just a little harder than I was yesterday.
Just remember, you can always go, screw this, and pull the gun out,
Right. Well, that's why I'm there, because it's I needed something between defensive Nikes and the gun. There has to be something in between running away and using a gun in self-defense, like deadly force and fleeing. So that's why I finally went to a shift that allows me to get into classes, and bam. So
it takes
yeah.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Well, when we call it, we'll have a good night, and we'll be back again sometime soon.
Let's try next week.
Yeah, we'll be around next week.
Awesome.
For sure. So, all right. Peace.
Later.